San Francisco continues to deal with a growing number of drug overdose deaths. This morning, we're taking a closer look at the impact, not just on the victims, but their families as well.
Yeah, it's a heartbreaking situation. KRON 4's Sarah Stinson live in the newsroom with the latest. Good morning, Sarah.
Yesterday, we talked about the 1,800 plus people who have died of an accidental drug overdose in San Francisco within the last 3 years. Now, these aren't just staggering statistics. Behind each death, a group of family and friends are left to grieve. A woman who lost her fiance wants to spread awareness.
And then getting a call from his cell phone, from the medical examiner, the call that no family member ever wants to get.
The memory of that call still takes Chelsea Money's breath away. The moment she learned her fiance, Angelo Mandel, died of an accidental fentanyl overdose.
That memory will be stitched into my brain forever.
Hours before Angelo died, he was celebrating his birthday weekend with one of his best friends, David.
That whole day, he was just so joyful, and I lost a piece of my heart when he died.
It was a Sunday night. Angelo's friends went home because they had work early the next morning, but Angelo wanted to continue to celebrate, so he went out by himself.
I knew, like, right after he died, I was like, wow, 18 hours ago, he was just texting me about how wonderful life was, and now he's gone. The fragility of life.
David and Chelsea want Angelo's death to be a sobering reminder that this could happen to anyone.
Most people have no idea that in these recreational substances that they're using could very well be laced with fentanyl.
Accidental drug overdoses are a leading cause of death in San Francisco. So far this year, over 450 people have died, and there's a big misconception that it's all unhoused drug addicts, but the data shows otherwise. 72% of those who died had a home address. 24% did not. And these accidental overdoses are happening all over the city, with only 21% in the Tenderloin.
And so this is very much a public health issue, locally and nationally.
Dr. Jeffrey Halm with the City Health Department says 70% of these deaths are coming from the potent fentanyl.
The greatest threat with fentanyl is that when too much is taken, it can slow someone's breathing and ultimately cause them to stop breathing.
Once this happens, people can die quickly. Naloxone or Narcan is the quickest way to help someone.
Restores someone's breathing and can therefore be life-saving. And so we really believe it's important that more people in San Francisco know how to recognize an overdose and are carrying naloxone.
Like so many others, Angelo's life could have been saved.
You know, having had testing strips, having had, overdose prevention kits and such, things could have definitely been a different story.
But unfortunately, this is the story that thousands upon thousands of families have to live with.
It's something that no family member should ever have to be receiving.
And 3 grains of salt or just even the tip of a pen, that tiny amount of fentanyl is all it takes to kill someone. I'm Sarah Stinson reporting live in the newsroom. Back to you.
Sarah, thank you for shining a light on